They fortified structure, but nevertheless it was already at the point to collapse. It is still there inside at the point to collapse always, so we are waiting for them. But in 2007, there were 3 countries participated in tender: United States, Russia and France. But contract was given because of financial reasons, maybe design, whatever, to Bouygues and Vinci, 2 companies of France. They have created joint venture Nr.4 and Nr.4 during during 12 years. So we started in 2007, 12 years. Nr.4 during 12 years built this arch. This arch, inside of it is old sarcophagus. This is all, and inside of sarcophagus is ruined reactor. So this hell is still inside. It doesn't evaporate. It doesn't disappear. It is still inside. And we have now 2 options: whether to leave it like this, whether to start to cut it, to treat it, to put for the storages for next 100 years and so on. 2 options. We don't know exactly what to do yet. There is no final decisions. Fathers of nuclear reactor, American scientists, they say, don't touch sleeping dog. Leave it like this. Leave it like this, like they have done in Fukushima. Don't expose people to danger, to contamination one more time. Why the hell to do that? But okay, we will see what specialists will decide. We still don't know. To leave it to nature, it means the lifespan of new safe confinement, in spite the roof, which is made from highest quality metal provided by Italy, which doesn't give gamma radiation to go outside in the atmosphere. We will see how it is tight. Lifespan 100 years. It means if in 100 years nothing will be done, we will have leakages. We will have leakages because it's a lifespan. It means that our children and grandchildren will have to invent something to cover new safe confinement, and so on and so on, like Matryoshka, new safe confinement. But we have to do that because radiation is still there. We can do nothing with that. We actually can extract it, but it's so much money, guys, so much money, much more bigger than new safe confinement. Price $2 billion. $2 billion. European Commission, European Bank of Reconstruction and Development. Your taxes, guys, are here. Thank you very much. Yes, Ukraine would never cope alone with it. No country in the world would cope alone with such tragedy, with such problem. We have to cooperate. Nuclear is not something to keep silence, to lie. Like it was one of the reasons of catastrophe, the lie and the silence, because the Soviet Union didn't want to share the information about internal defect of reactor. Why? Not to lose prestige of the country. Because if Alexandrov would share that his reactor has a defect, they would be obliged to close 16 reactors in the Soviet Union in 71. In 75, actually, it was revealed in 75. It means we would have collapse of the Soviet Union not in 91, but in 75, guys. They couldn't afford it. That's why they have hidden information about internal defect, which led to this catastrophe. One of the reasons of catastrophe, there are many. This lie is one of the reasons. So, what we have now? We have this luxurious structure, 100 meters high, 200 and 160. Inside are robot machines which are supposed to conduct all works remotely. Staff is not allowed to conduct works there because radiation is not lethal there, but not enough to be permanently to conduct some works, to carry works. So we have a project to supply robots. Already robots are there to be ready to start cutting, extraction, cutting and packing and for storage. So long process. It also will be part of decommissioning, maybe, or maybe they will leave it like this. Yes. So 10,000 expatriates, your compatriot guides, United States, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, I mentioned. Thank you to everybody. Also Philippines, of course12 Japan, so all Europe, guys, all Europe was here. Great experience for me, for my job, and just it was luxurious. 12 years of construction. Yes.
How many reactors of this design are currently operating?
Nearly all reactors in Ukraine. I know about 3 or 2 reactors WWR, which are modern, which are safe, which are used by United States and Europe. Yes, WWR. They are more expensive. Why Soviet Union didn't want these reactors? Because they are more expensive. Economy. And Alexander modernized. Alexander actually, he has changed the design, the conception of WWR reactor. It's a calc. It's a calc from this reactor, but modified on their own way to make it cheaper. To make it cheaper and more powerful, let's say. Yes, it was powerful. Yes, it was cheaper, but not safer. Not safer. They didn't have envelope like WWR have. They didn't have this additional envelope. If they would have this additional cover, this envelope, maybe catastrophe would be less. Because I know that in the United States you had similar catastrophes, but because of construction of WWR reactor, you didn't have such consequences. But we here, yes. So economy regime of the Soviet Union. So I told you lifespan of the structure, $2 billion price. And guys, one more time to tell you, you are in front of unique structure in the world because this is the biggest movable structure in the world. Why? Because they erected it 200 meters there. They made erection there. Company Mammoth from Netherlands, they supplied out big jacks. Yes, with the help of jacks it was erected like this, then joined together two parts, and then they put rails. They cleaned the territory one more time, concreted it completely, put rails, and they slided it. Sliding lasted 2 weeks. If you are curious, there is luxurious film on YouTube, sliding of new safe confinement. Have a look. So this is biggest movable. Can you imagine how it's moving? 2 weeks. It's just incredible. To put it on the place where it is, they dismantled old ventilation stack. This one they dismantled in 2016. Yes, and it was very dirty. I remember we were not allowed to come in Chernobyl power plant. All this stuff was left in Slavutic. It was closed completely because radiation was very high when they were dismantling this ventilation stack. And they installed the new one to install new safe confinement. There is a big ventilation system provided by company Hargreaves, which is United Kingdom. This ventilation system must prove its tightness in case if they will start demolition works. They promised that it will filter gamma radiation particles. They have big filters which are rechangeable, so it must work. Many countries work, many technologies, many brains, guys. Yes. So we will see what will happen. And if they will start dismantling, who will finance it? Now we have COVID, now we have all these problems in the world. It's a huge sum of money. I'm not sure European community and humanity is ready to finance another new safe confinement or another dismantling. It's huge sum of money. Oh, it's political choices. Yes, right. Yes, of course it's bad. I would leave. I'm not specialist. I would leave it like this. Why? But okay, we will see what will happen.
Actually, they found out that there is something happening with the coke. They don't know yet what's happening. There are a little bit concerns.
Yes, there are little concerns, but they have sensors everywhere inside. We have sensors. Situation is monitored daily, minute by minute there. They are monitoring situation. There is no heating, which is most important because this is cold lava, which is there, cold, glacified. There is no signs of chain reaction, which is most important. But still they are monitoring. Situation is stable so far. We will see what will happen because plutonium is converting to americium. Americium is converting in something else. We don't know what will happen. Yes, there are no such knowledge yet even, but we are on the process. We are pioneers.